August was a really huge month in my business, but it was one of those months where I had to take a step back, reevaluate where I was putting my energy and time. September is going to be an even bigger month for us. Now let's go through and do a September reset. Hi, my name is Shan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a licensed mental health therapist, private practice owner, and digital creator. In this video, we will be doing an August review and a September reset. If you're new here, you may not know, but every month we go through and review our wins and losses from the month prior and what we're looking for the month ahead. And I want you to get out your notepad and your pen as we review our business, as we review our career, and just our personal life in general. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because we post videos every single week that focuses on my mental health professionals and therapists getting your time back, building and growing either your business or your career and creating that more balanced lifestyle. Okay, I have my iPad with me here today because I want to make sure that I hit every single topic that I am looking to review in this monthly reset and August review. Again, this is a time for you to reflect on your business or your career and to also reset. So make sure you pull out that spreadsheet, you pull out that notebook and pen, and let's go ahead and dive into our careers or dive into our businesses. First, let's focus on our wins because we know we always want to start off with the good. We do not want to start off with the bad. So I want you to think of 3 wins in the month of August. Even if it's small, no matter how big or no matter how small, just think of 3 things that you did that you need to give yourself a pat on the back for. I'm going to go through my 3 wins when it comes to the business side, and hopefully these wins can inspire you and start to spark some creativity when it comes to you building or growing your career or building or growing your business. So my first win, in a previous video, I talked about recurring revenue. We officially launched our membership last month. Like we went all in full-fledged. So our membership focuses on 2 tiers. So it has a $9.99 tier, then it has a $97 a year tier. The $9.99 is recurring every single month. And within that membership, therapists, mental health professionals get access to some tools every single week. So that is a huge recurring piece for my business because as we know, we can chase down clients and we can see clients one-to-one or in one-to-one sessions, but sometimes, especially not even if you are running a private practice, even if you're working in a private practice as well, the revenue can sometimes fluctuate depending on if clients show up, if clients don't show up. So my goal this month was to launch something that's recurring, something that I don't really have to think about. So I have my team that's running it, and they're able to manage customer complaints. If customers don't have access to their portal, they can handle that. And then they can also handle just the uploading and the admin things behind the scenes that goes into running this community or goes into running this membership. So I'm really, really excited about launching that membership, and I just know it's going to grow because it's designed around that recurring revenue. We had some good early traction with it, and now I'm focused on scaling. What does scaling look like? Does scaling look like paid ads? And that's also something we launched this month was paid ads for our membership. And I'm so happy to say actually it's going very well, but I had to do a mindset shift. And that mindset shift was I'm going to have to put out revenue without expecting a return on my revenue right away. And that has been hard. And I'm still shifting, but it's getting a little bit easier. This is a recurring model, right? So the people that I get initially, they're going to pay for a couple months. I'm going to have to push out some money to ads to get these people in. I may not see a return on my investment at the beginning, but I will see a return on my investment in the months to come. And getting shifted into that mindset was a little uncomfortable, but I feel like I'm there. I'm going to go into more about that when we discuss our September's to-dos or what we want to do in September, because I feel like a big chunk of that is what I want to focus on in September. And August we got it started. September, I want to scale it. Therapists and mental health professionals, if you're seeing clients every day and you're still Googling and going on Pinterest to find client worksheets, I have the perfect tool for you. For just 33 cents a day, you can get access to over 40 plus mental health workbooks. That's over 2,000 mental health worksheets, plus one new workbook every single week. These are not just random handouts. They're created by a therapist, trauma-informed, and ready to use. They're professional and tax deductible. If you're ready to take back your time, come join us over in the community, linked in the description. Next is a win/lesson, not only focusing on our wins, we're also focusing on our lessons. So I want you to jot down a couple lessons that you've learned this month that is like, okay, I know I need to put something in place to be able to have a different outcome. What lessons did I learn last month that I can put things into place to be able to improve for the month ahead, so for the month of September? And one of my biggest lessons was my time and my energy. I was like, I'm creating content, I'm putting out content, I'm meeting with clients, I'm trying to launch and do my membership. I'm doing all these things. It may have been just better if I stayed at my job. Not saying my job wasn't stressful, it was pretty stressful, but I could slack a little bit and still get paid. Here, if I slack, I'm not going to get paid, right? The first group of things I delegated was with my digital products and my membership. I'm too involved. And sometimes we want to be involved because we feel like no one can do it as good as us, but we never give anyone the opportunity to do so. So I said, I'm going to allow my team the opportunity to do these one-off tasks that I feel like is taking about 4 hours of my week when it comes to publishing, uploading, reviewing, etc. I'm going to give it to them. They've been doing it long enough that they know what I'm looking for. And I'm not just going to hand it off and walk away. I'm going to hand it to them. I'm going to make them document it, create an SOP in case they leave and somebody else comes in behind them. And I'm going to go through it with them until I feel like they got it. I'm going to spend time. I'm going to nurture my team so I can take my hands off of it. And that's what I'm in the process of doing. So this week is kind of the first week where normally it's the end of the week where it's just a bunch of things going on within my business and I feel overwhelmed. But I'm like recording today and I'm like, my team, they got it. They got it. I'm going to check in on them tomorrow to make sure it's all good, kind of watch after them or review after them the first couple times to make sure it's good. But I'm going to allow them to have it, and I'm going to do things such as content. Now, content, that's another story, and that is what I'm putting on the list for September. Not necessarily to hire an editor, so I'm still going to record, of course. Not to hire an editor in September, but evaluate how much or what it would look like to hire someone to edit my videos, and when will I be ready to do so? Because editing takes up, I sat down and I looked at it. It probably takes about 7 hours of my week, not including the recording. Like this takes time. I post a reel/TikTok every single day. So I'm editing and clipping up those videos. And then I'm doing my loan form, which takes me a while to sit down and edit that. So it takes up a good amount of time. And that's the second part of my business that I want to free, that I feel like takes up a lot of my time. And of course, seeing clients, but I'm slowly scaling back from there as I increase my revenue in other areas. But that portion of it, I want to keep a nice chunk there because that's what I enjoy doing. And I'm a therapist and I'm not ready to let go of my clients yet. And I don't know if I will ever be ready, but we can scale back for now. So the delegation will be saving me 4 hours a week. The next step is content delegation that can save me 7 hours a week. And that delegation, the small steps, can equal additional freedom to do activities that make you more income than those things may have made you. And the last part, just reflecting and focusing on August, I already touched on it, but scaling back my caseload. Now I would say I'm officially at seeing clients Monday through Wednesday and only seeing 4 clients a day. That was something that I've been trying to implement, and I feel like I'm there. Onesie, twosies may pop in on Thursday, but right now it's Thursday and I am not seeing any clients. I'm recording content. That was my goal to get there based off of the revenue I had coming in and replacing my therapy revenue. Now, I say this because that allows me 2 days of my week to do admin work, to breathe, to create, and to do other things, like I keep saying, that I love and that I can focus on to make revenue, passive revenue, in different areas of my business and not just all focus it in on one-to-one client sessions. We're going to end this video with that September reset and focus. As you reflected on those wins and then you reflected on those lessons, I want you to take that and figure out what you want to do in September to be able to grow and to be able to scale, or just to be able to pour back into yourself mentally or physically, things that you may have to change or you may have to tweak. I'm going to go through mine with you, and maybe this can spark some ideas or spark some creativity, but I want you to jot down with that notepad and that pen or that iPad, that spreadsheet, whatever you have, what September will be looking like or what September will focus on for you. I already mentioned my content delegation planning. So I'm in the planning phase of that. What would that look like for me and my business? And then I can get to the execution phase, maybe in October, November, we'll see. Right now, I'm just in that planning phase of content delegation. That's my first September reset or focus item. And my second one is that paid traffic ads. So really focusing in on what the paid traffic and ads looks like for my business. I know it works because I ran ads to get new clients when I first started my private practice, and I got filled up pretty quickly. And like I said, I'm running ads now for my membership, and it's going really well. But I'm in a period of shifting my mindset and pouring in more revenue or more money to that paid ads. And that takes a lot of work and energy, in my opinion, because this is a full mindset shift to be able to get on board of not seeing a return on your investment right away, but seeing it more long term. So that is my focus, my second focus or key item for September as well. So overall, my focus is time freedom and smart scaling. So stepping a little bit out of that role as a therapist and more into the role as a business owner. What is one thing you can stop doing or you can delegate this upcoming month? And if you feel comfortable, go ahead and leave a comment below, of course, or if you don't, write it down or jot it down for yourself. What is one thing I'm going to delegate this month? Or what is one thing I'm going to do to be able to get some of my time back in September? If you're in a season of pivoting or delegating, it's not easy, but it's definitely going to be worth it. I hope you were able to reflect on your August wins and lessons and also focus on that September reset and what the month ahead is going to look like, because you're going to crush it. I know you are. And we're going to come back next month to see exactly how you crush the month of September. Just a bonus I'm going to throw in. I know you guys heard me talk about my membership, and you may be curious, well, what is that and what does that entail? I'm going to leave the link below in the description, but it's pretty much a library of resources for therapists and mental health professionals to use in their one-to-one sessions or to use in their group sessions. You get access to over 40 plus therapy workbooks. That's over 2,000 mental health worksheets, plus one new workbook every single week for a very, very low cost every month. Go ahead and click the link in the description if you are interested, and I'll see you guys in next week's video.